have to let go of the expectations that are causing anxiety and fear and just focus on this when it comes to how you feel inside, not how your ego or your public persona is getting the recognition, but how you feel inside, okay? Hi Taurus, welcome to Modern Maven Tarot. I'm Andrea Elizabeth, and whenever this reading shows up on your timeline, this message is for you. Thank you for joining me today. Right off the bat, the messages that came out while clearing the cards was making sure you remember that creativity and wanting to create should come from the place of creation. We get that shadow energy from the Capricorn paradigm shadow of that capitalist mindset that we have to monetize, we have to make money. You know what I mean? And so not saying that you don't put that out there, but if it's hindering your creativity or causing anxiety or fear or stress, we're affecting our vibration, really is what I'm getting. So we want to create because it's our innate gift and expression, and create from that place and let the rest fall into place. There's also a really strong indication when I'm recording this, Uranus is in Taurus in your sign. And so there's something to wanting to break free from something. And so that's where that pressure and anxiety and fear is coming from. It's like, we just want to have what we want to have. And I get it. You're a patient sign though, Taurus, your earth energy. And so just keep grounded in that. Get out into nature. If you're feeling anxious, take a nature walk if you can, and really just breathe in that air and, sit on a park bench and look at the trees. All right. There's something here to making sure when you're anxious that you ground yourself in some way. But I'm getting, this is very motivating, right? You're very motivated to take charge. I just want you to be mindful of that creativity when you're expressing, you're doing it with the focus of the creation. Okay. Because that's when you find the most success, I feel like, is when you just do it to do it and don't let that fear get in the way. Because it's about changing your perspective. And there's something here to Saturn. So look at your Saturn, what house Saturn falls in, what sign rules Saturn in your chart. Because when it comes to your blocks, your fears, your limitations, there's a strong message there for the cycle that your shadow keeps you in when it thinks it's keeping you safe, okay? And it could be related to your finances and your creativity, and there being some block of the success you're driven to achieve, not being where you want it to be. I'm just getting a sense of like, come on now, like everything is aligned, and why isn't this here? So just go to your Saturn and read up on it. Like I said, read what house it's in. When you're watching this video, see what sign Saturn's in collectively. Goes deep within to the shadow energy of the Five of Cups and the victimhood energy. There's something to unlock when we go within. You've been getting a lot of messages of making sure that you don't focus so much on your relationships outside yourself. You have to focus on that relationship with yourself, because your higher self's trying to speak to you in some way when it comes to this Five of Cups energy. So please just pay attention to that, because there's something, I'm just getting a lot of unlocking happening. Also too, don't forget to check out your monthly extended for whenever you do see this reading. I'm still doing monthly extended readings. The past life energies in there, that usually unlocks a lot when it comes to the messages coming from the High Priestess within you. So without further ado, let us see what we got for Taurus. Also, thank you, Taurus, for joining. Please don't forget to hit that like button, comment if it resonates in a certain way, and subscribe to Modern Maven Tarot if you're not subscribed yet. And thank you to all my subscribers. All right, I'm so glad that these readings have been resonating with everyone. All right, something too, when it comes to our childhood or a past life, there's been something with boundaries when it comes to relationships. Like we might have difficulty having boundaries when we are in relationships. And that could be something, like I said, from childhood or from a past life. That shadow work journal, I'm telling you, it's life-changing. It's less than 5 minutes for each entry. There's wonderful positive affirmations as well. So please take time to do that. It's in my link tree under my bio. I absolutely love it, and I hope you do too. But there's something here to navigating boundaries we set in relationships, and whether or not our shadow is guiding us in a certain direction, or if it's coming from our higher self, from that high priestess within. Talk about boundaries there. Oh, nice. Okay. All right. You got to change your perspective. Okay. This is making so much sense why those messages were coming out in the beginning. Energy from last week coming into this week. King of Cups. So the King of Cups, this could be either you or someone in your life. I'm getting this being someone you're surrounded by who's really connected to this creative, dreamy energy, and we're like really drawn to it. And otherwise, this is you unlocking the King of Cups within you. So do take that how it resonates. But you really want to make sure that you are paying attention to your dreams, right? This is influence from the past coming in, and that you take time to nurture yourself, okay? Like, you have to make sure you prioritize your emotional well-being. All right. There's just this energy of giving so much to other people because you care so much. You're the most loving earth sign. And we have to, where I'm saying those boundaries, like we have to make sure we have those boundaries set. Okay. 6 of Wands. This is that boost in your ego. This is expansion when it comes to how you are, like your public persona, if you will. Okay. So check your rising sign. If you are here for your rising sign, this is definitely a message for you. But this is getting that recognition that you have been working so hard at. So this can be something related to your passion, because the wands are fire. And you deserve to enjoy this recognition. So make sure you enjoy it. But the reason why I'm thinking that this is, again, some shadow energy is the Hanging Man is the energy next week. And this is needing to look at things from a new perspective. This is like feeling like things are at a standstill. Like, why isn't this happening yet? Things aren't moving. You know what I mean? You're like this idea of stuck. And so there's something here to this mask, right? Your public persona, and something within you that we need to let go of and shift our perspective. And like I said, because see how he's releasing all those coins? It's releasing the need for this to automatically equate to this, right? Like, you have to let go of the expectations that are causing anxiety and fear, and just focus on this when it comes to how you feel inside, not how your ego or your public persona is getting the recognition, but how you feel inside. Okay. Absolutely fascinating. And if there is a mask, like when it comes to that, like make sure like your rising, like your sun sign comes out just as much as your rising sign. You want people to see who you are inside. You don't want to have that guarded or blocked. Okay. Okay. Oh, and also too, Neptune, dreamy. A lot to do with what you have always dreamed of, right? And so it can be connected to something from childhood that you've always wanted, that you've been dreaming of coming true. And it's finally coming true. And then we get to this place where we just have this expectation of, you know, time is an illusion. And so that's where the problem that we have in this paradigm is this idea of like, I did this, now I get this. And it doesn't always work that way when we have this like forcefulness of a timeline, I guess, if you will. Okay. All right. So let's see, like, why is the King of Cups here? Energy from last week coming into this week for Taurus. Why is the King of Cups here for Taurus? Saw that High Priestess again. All right, 10 of Wands. Yes, okay. So please, this is so much of this is about shifting your perspective. This is ruled by Saturn and Sagittarius. So again, blocks and fears and limitations. Your dreams too. It could be when we also like, it feels like everything's in its right place and we have this super scary dream that really like tugs at us. That's your shadow. So always remember that your shadow, when it can tell that you are breaking free from some pattern, from some relationship, mainly patterns. I'm getting a lot with this coming from your own thought process, but whenever we're breaking free and we're shifting into a new cycle, when we're letting that Fool energy in, that's when we have all of a sudden this dream where it's like, what the F? Like, like so scary that like subconsciously it programs you back into that fear mindset. So please be mindful of that and change your perspective and know that those scary dreams are your shadow trying to keep you in this cycle. And it also helps too to look up your dreams, like dream journals online or dream dictionaries, I meant to say. It can really clarify, because a lot of times those scary dreams are actually not as scary as you think. And then again, don't give too much power to that being the end all be all of like what you're supposed to be doing, okay? But please take a look at your Saturn. That's clearly a very important message for you. Okay, Six of Wands. Let's see. Why is the Six of Wands here? Wow. Oh, amazing. Okay. 10 of Swords, Ace of Coins. This is what I was saying of breaking this cycle, breaking this thought process that's keeping us stuck in a pattern. And again, these dreams, if you're having scary dreams, please remember it's your shadow thinking it's keeping you safe. Your subconscious has an opportunity to pull you back in before you step out into this new Aquarian answering the wake-up call, right? But like a burden is clearly being lifted. Excuse me, there's no stronger indication for me than a 10 of Swords and an Ace of Coins. And so congratulations, like you are going on to the next chapter, going on to the next level. 2 10s and this with the recognition and fame. Like that's where I just want to check this. It'd be so, if the devil comes out for this, I'm going to laugh. But I'm getting a strong sense of this being a thought process and finally surrendering and facing whatever it is we need to face. But I mean, this is, if you're worried, like I said, when it comes to this finances, like this fear of like letting go of like the need for this in order to express yourself in some way, this is your sign from the tarot saying it's working. Just keep plugging away. You've got this. Just get started. If there's a spark of creativity and it's something where you think like, oh, I don't know, like get started. Because this is a lot of productivity and a new financial situation coming in. And there is no stronger indicator than a 10 followed by a 1. Okay. And like I said, the mental blocks, the fears, the limitations, your Saturn. And then finally learning that and moving forward. I absolutely love this for you. I hope you do, Taurus. This is amazing. Like a really wonderful kind of like reading where you can take a deep breath, right? Okay, so let's clarify the Hanging Man. Why is the Hanging Man here for Taurus next week? Okay, that's way too many cards. Why is... Interesting. Wow. Come on, Tarot. Why is the Hanging Man here? Well, let's not get so many clarifiers. I think too what this is saying is you've got so many thoughts going on in your head. Like if things aren't moving, now that's when the anxiety builds of like, am I doing this wrong? Is this, you know what, I got to change something. Like all that you have to calm, go out into nature, calm your mind because it's working. All right, it's working. There's that wonderful MGMT song, It's Working. Listen to that if you can. That's a wonderful song. It's working. It's working. Yes. I knew it. Okay, 5 of Coins. Poverty consciousness. All right, 5 of Coins is ruled by Mercury in Taurus. Taurus, how you think, how you speak is so important. Do not let victimhood be the way you communicate. Do not only to others, but to yourself, all right? If you're not making money right now on that, like don't let that be what you're putting out there. There's something very strong. The light comes from within. Always remember, this light that's shining so bright this week, you have to remember that's coming from within. It's not coming from somebody else, okay? The light comes from within, not from somebody else. So when you're getting this from this shadow, the roots of your shadow, you can see the roots here when that comes in, you go within. That's why the high priest is like, come home. Come on home, Taurus, okay? You have everything you need within you. Always remember how amazing you are. But this is it's this lesson, it's this progression, okay, of knowing you have the ability to shift your mindset. All right, not toxic positivity, but doing your shadow work and going within. So let's get an empowering question that's going to help a Taurus Shed poverty consciousness. All right, what do we got here? Perfect. This is the perfect thing. What would I do if I had enough time? What do I do when I have enough time? So if you have time for this worry, doubt, and fear, what should you be doing instead? Okay? That's, like I said, that's how your Aries got a similar message of like, that's how your shadow tricks you, is getting stuck in those thoughts when you could just spend that time doing something that makes you happy. All right. And it doesn't have to be being productive. I'm getting it should be with the Ace of Coins and the Five of Coins, because you have this wonderful opportunity, this recognition, and then you dive back into, like, but it's not here yet. You know what I mean? Or like, I can't do this on my own. Yes, you can. So what would I do if I had enough time? What do I do when I have enough time? Make sure your vibration and your mindset is set on where you're going, Taurus, okay? And focusing on you, your inner light. All right. We'll get one archetypal card and then we'll close this out. This can either be you or somebody else in your life, so take it how it resonates. Love it. All right, engineer, light attributes, ability to create ability to give creative energy a practical expression, talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. Shadow attribute, reliance on mechanistic solutions without regard for emotional consequences. I'm really getting the light attribute. This is also something too, so whatever it is that like you are getting this recognition for, can you teach others? Like, remember, YouTube is free. Is there something that you are getting recognition for, your work, that other people could be like, I want to be able to do that. How did you do that? And then you share the process. Something to think about there, okay? Because this is clearly connected of like doing something, shifting your perspective and focusing on empowering yourself. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, please do hit that like button, comment if it resonates in a certain way, and subscribe. And as always, Taurus, shine that inner light. You've got this.